meant to cook eforiro yesterday, but I was very tired. So I woke up this morning and I thought, yeah, why not just get it done? And again, while I was getting my ingredients sorted, my daughter asked that I cook jollof rice. So I'm gonna show you how I cook my eforiro, and I'm gonna be sharing the ingredients with you. It's just that for me, since I've been on the ketogenic diet, I eat lots of vegetables, especially like the way we cook our vegetables in Nigeria, either with some melon, but in this aspect I'm just cooking it's popularly known as eforiro. So you're using all your bell pepper, spices, beef, chicken, whatever you want to use. So I'm just going to show you the ingredients now, and I'll probably talk you through how I cook my eforiro. Right, this is the first time I'm doing a cooking video, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm just gonna flip my phone round now and I'll show you the ingredients I'm gonna be using. So these are my ingredients. So I've got sliced onions, I've got a mixture of spinach and bitter leaf, I've got some dry fish, I've got some mackerel, I've got some pomo, which is called cow skin, but Nigerians call it pomo. I've got my iru, locust beans, that's my palm oil there. I've got my blended pepper, so I've got bell pepper, Scotch bonnet, onions, some ginger, garlic. I've got them in there. And this is boiled oven grilled goat meat there. So I've got my Knorr cubes, salt, ginger powder, mixed seasoning, and some jumbo seasoning. So these are going to be my ingredients now, and I'm going to be cooking on this side of the kitchen. So yeah guys, that is my ingredient list, and I'm just going to talk you through how I do that. And I forgot to add that I'm going to be adding some chicken beef spice, which I've got. Is it spice or chicken stock? It's just still in there, so it's been there since yesterday, so I'm going to be using some of that. Yep. So the first thing that goes in my pan is palm oil, just a dash. Yeah, so that's my palm oil. I'm gonna leave that for a few seconds just for it to lighten up a bit. So that's lighting up a bit, and I'm gonna reduce the heat of the cooker to about 3. There you go. So what goes next is my onions. Oops. And I'll leave that fry for a few seconds as well. Right, while the onions is frying, it's just for a few more seconds, not totally fried that it's gonna burn. So gonna leave for another few minutes. Like I said, I'm cooking on low heat, reduced heat, so leave that to fry for a second. Alright, so it's about time, and the next thing going in would be my blended pepper. When I cook eforiro, I like it to be a bit watery, not too thick and not too watery. So I'm going to add more pepper. And by this time, I'm going to be increasing the heat, because when I blended the pepper, I already boiled it. So I boiled it when I blended the pepper yesterday. So right now, I'm just going to cover this to boil for about 5 minutes. So we're going to cover that to boil for 5 minutes, and I'll be back in 5 minutes to show you what it looks like. Alright, so that's just my 5 minutes timer that's gone off. I'm gonna stir this. I'm gonna reduce the heat because I don't want that all over me. So at this junction now, I'm gonna be adding the beef, which is what I've got here. I might not add everything because when I cook eforiro, I don't really like the eforiro to be too crowded, if that's the word. As for the fish will be going probably last, so I'm gonna be adding the beef in just now. Just gonna hold it with my left hand. So add the beef in. I'm tempted to munch on these, but no. I think I'm gonna add whole. It's not that much, but everything goes in. So that's all the beef in there. And I've just reduced the heat to about number 3 or number 4 there. I'm just getting ready to cut the pomo because they are a bit big just now there, so I'm gonna chop that to about like biteable size, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna keep stirring, and I'm gonna increase the heat on the sauce again and cover that up. So while I'm cutting the pomo, that's kind of like boiling down. So this is my pomo. I'm just gonna cut it to biteable size. Alright, I think that's not bad. In as much as I don't want to make it too crowded in there, because you know I like when you eat your eforiro with maybe like rice or with any swallow. I like when you're eating, you're able to pick a few bits of bulb here and there when you're eating. So yeah. Just chopping that up. This is sizzling, and I can perceive the smell already. Like, oh my god, good. So when you're cooking it for raw, it's pretty much you starting with like the way you cook your sauce, but try and start with minimal amount of water or any form of liquid that you're adding. Try and make it small so that try and make it the liquid you're using small. So right now I'm gonna be adding the pomo. So pomo will go in. Pomo will go in, and I'll leave that to like simmer for about 2 minutes, and I'll be back. So guys, now I'm gonna be adding the fish. Don't know if you can see, there's not much liquid in that, so that's what you're looking for. Oh, this smells good. So now I'm just gonna add the fish. Okay, show you how that goes. So I've got the dry fish going in, and by this time I've not added any seasoning at all, because I prefer doing all of the cooking, and when it's almost half done, taste it, because at times the beef and whatever you're adding, they already have salt in it, so you don't want to add more salt. So I'm adding the dry fish, and then that's is it Titus or mackerel? I don't know what you guys call it, but yeah, that's going in as well. So by this time, I'm sure you can tell it's thickening up a bit. So I'll just do a bit of my chicken stock, just a little bit, not too much. Yeah. And after doing this, you want to taste for salt. Mind you, I've not added any of my seasoning yet. I tend to do this towards the last bit of the cooking because you don't want your vegetable too salty. So I'm just going to be tasting for salt just now. To be honest, after adding the chicken stock, I don't think I need any of my seasoning anymore, because if you really know how to season your chicken stock or beef stock properly, when you use it to cook, you might not need anything else. So with this now, the way I've just tasted it, I probably won't be needing any of the stuff I've got there. So I might add my ginger powder. That's all I need. So, and I'm going to add my locust beans as well. Right, so I'm just stirring that in, and I think the only thing I'm going to be adding from my spice split will be this ginger powder, maybe one of these chicken bouillon steak, or what's it called, Knorr cubes, one of my ginger powder, and then maybe a little bit of that, because to be honest, I really don't need to add any spice to this. Alright, so I've just got myself a teaspoon, so I'm just scooping that out. I'm just adding the ginger powder, that's all I'm adding. There we go. And then 1 Knorr cubes. Oh, that's the kids, they're all awake now. Everywhere was quiet, but now they're awake. So yeah. So once that's done, I'm going to stir it, cover it to simmer for another 3 minutes, and then I'll show you before I add my spinach into it. Right, that's my timer gone off for after a couple of minutes there. So, oh gosh, this smells good. This smells really good. This smells really, I'm just going to test again for taste. Perfect. Like, I don't need any more salt or anything like that. So this is my mixture of spinach and bitter leaf soup, bitter leaf vegetable. So I'm just going to add this, and once this goes in, I only just need to lower the cooker to about maybe number 1. All you need is steam for it to just to simmer. Don't really want to cook your spinach in longer than it's meant to be in the sauce. So I'm adding this to it. I'm just stirring this in, and then just going to show you, like I said, all you need is the cooker at number 1 again, just at low heat. Simmer is what you need. So I'm going to cover this to simmer for, let me show you what it's looking like. Alright, just going to cover it to simmer for about 2-3 minutes on low heat. My cooker is actually at number 1, so leave that to simmer for 2-3 minutes, and then I'll serve it up and show you what it looks like. Right, so that's simmer, and it's about 5 minutes of simmer. So this is what it looks. I'm gonna serve this up in a plate, and I'll show you what it looks like. It smells really great. I'm probably gonna eat this with my keto swallow. If you've not purchased your keto swallow, I'll leave my Facebook link as to where you can contact me to buy yours. It's the low carbohydrate swallow. I don't eat ever anymore, and I'm glad that I don't eat ever. So I'm gonna serve this up and show you the final result. So guys, this is the final result of the Efo Riro. I love that 1 is not watery at all, 2 is not too thick, 3 is not too crowded, 4 is just got the minimal amount of palm oil that I love using palm oil to cook, so it's not got too much. And there we go. So like I said, I'm gonna be eating this with my keto swallow, and yeah, there we go. I hope this video has helped in a way. If you want to cook yours, it's actually an easy recipe to cook. I'm gonna leave the list of the ingredients I use in the description bar, and if there's anything you're unsure about while I've cooked this recipe, leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right, see you in my next cooking video. Bye.